You're listening to the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
What is uplighting? Why is it important to your wedding venue? How many lights do you need? Can you use lighting for a daytime wedding? After listening to this edition of Stress-Free Wedding Planning, you're going to know and understand the answers to those questions. By the time the episode is over, you'll know the advantages of having professionals taking care of your uplighting.
The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast for engaged couples who are stressed and need help planning their wedding reception.
With over 80 years of combined wedding experience and insider information, this is Stress-Free Wedding Planning with your hosts, Sal and Sam, a new podcast for engaged couples who are stressed about wedding planning and family expectations, but want to have a fun wedding. Listen now for revealing wedding insider secrets, tips, and strategy or lesson that you'll be able to implement for a stress-free wedding. Information that you just can't miss and may just change your life. Take the journey with us from worry and concern to a stress-free and unforgettable wedding day. The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
My name is Sam, and I used to be a nightclub DJ and radio DJ in the 80s who performed at weddings on weekends. At one wedding, I saw a bride crying. It wasn't because she was happy, it was because her family had expectations that she didn't want to do, especially those events. She just wanted to dance. I realized then that there had to be a better way to customize a couple's wedding day so that it was enjoyable for everyone. I found out that my talents being a broadcaster and working in nightclubs could definitely help personalize a person's wedding reception without those family expectations. Now, after several disappointments, I created a wedding planning checklist and planner that has helped thousands of engaged couples plan and have stress-free wedding receptions. Now I'm known for my careful planning, my consultations and review, and for an elegant execution and performance of a wedding reception.
I'm Sal, and when I was younger, I have to tell you, I attended many weddings, and one of the things I realized, it seemed like the entertainment didn't understand wedding protocol, and things were lost. I, too, fell in love with weddings because I saw guests' reactions and the instant gratification of seeing happy people. From that point, I knew weddings would be my priority, so I created a stress-free system to help couples plan their wedding. Unfortunately, I only lost my DJ company, but I never gave up. I started from scratch with an existing friend's DJ company, so I created an extensive wedding planner to be used exclusively for our couples. It was such a success, we were recognized by the Knot with a Best of Wedding award and successfully helped thousands of couples have successful weddings.
That's why together, Sal and I, with our extensive experience in wedding planning insider secrets, will take you from an anxious couple to a stress-free fun wedding that your friends and family will remember for years to come.
We'll take from the worries and concerns of planning your wedding and take you to a stress-free and fun wedding day.
We'll reveal insider secrets for a stress-free wedding, plus have engaging interviews with expert wedding professionals, all in 30 minutes or less.
We'll do that right after this.
You're listening to the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
Today's topic is uplighting. What can you do with uplighting? Well, we've got an expert in the studio with us. We're in the After Hours studios here in South Windsor, and we've got the comfy couch with Sal and the super comfy couch with Vanessa. Hi there, Vanessa.
Hello, hello.
Well, you're one of our first guests, so I hope that comfy couch is really comfy over there.
I am honored.
Okay, let's introduce yourself. What's your title here?
Still trying to figure that out. I'm Sal's better half. I'll say better because I am his wife, and I'll say the better half.
And I'd agree with you with that. And here, apart from a lot of other things, you do the event lighting, right?
I do. That is a big portion of what my job description would be, I guess you would say, yes.
So uplighting is the topic that we're going to kind of hone in on. Give us a little background on what you do as a company for uplighting, and then we'll kind of deep dive into exactly some tips and suggestions on that.
So I believe one of the biggest things when it comes to uplighting is the communication between us as a company and them as a client, as well as communicating with the venue. So, for instance, with uplighting, trying to figure out how many lights is suitable and what their vision is. So we're not going to just throw 32 lights and say, hey, this is what you need.
Right.
Because a lot of the times it's not.
Right.
Their vision is different, and
Right.
that's why we need to communicate with them.
Right. Obviously, you'll ask them what the facility is because you've already been there. You've been to practically all the facilities already, so you know, because of your experience, what lights to put out, right?
Correct,
Okay.
correct. And obviously, if it's a place that we've never been to before, us as professionals would take the time to actually go and visit and communicate with the venue to make sure that we're all on the same page and that their vision comes through.
Okay. And then the actual color of the lighting, how do you work that out with the client?
So again, it all depends if they have a theme. And here we go, circle back to their vision. So a lot of couples don't understand that certain lighting during the day is not going to work versus what it comes out at night.
Right. Like yellow or white.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So just because they have, if it's fall, let's just say burgundy.
Yeah.
Burgundy lighting, depending on the venue, it's not going to be burgundy because of the colors of the walls.
Right.
And what aspects the lighting is going to be bouncing off of.
Yep.
So it's just taking our knowledge
Right.
and communicating that with them so that we're all on the same page.
Right. Because you mentioned daytime. You do some uplighting during the day.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yep,
We
yep,
do.
yep.
Yeah, it all depends, again, on the venue.
Right. Yep. And how dark it is in the room.
Exactly. There's places that have very dark ceilings.
Yep.
Even during the day, the lighting acts differently as opposed to having, a wedding at night.
Yep.
It's going to be totally different.
Okay.
So different lighting. And sometimes, let's just say, for instance, I love amber.
Yeah.
Amber's one of my favorites because it's very universal as far as colors on the wall, reflections, and ceilings.
What is the most popular color for daytime lighting?
I think that's a trick question.
It wasn't meant
Honestly, only because, again, it depends on your scenery and your venue. So if you have a tent during the day, obviously blush is not going to work. So if you have a stronger, bolder color, that works a lot better, especially if you have, lighting that's bouncing off the walls. But I will tell you that having a change of color from the beginning, from say your cocktail hour to your dinner time, and then all of a sudden dancing, you go bam with a nice bold blue. Even if that's not your color, at that point people just are partying, they're rocking it out. So once dancing started, and then you get that time, they're like, oh my god, the blue, it's light, they go crazy and it wakes people up.
Why is that important?
So especially up here in the Northeast, weddings are traditionally, and I use traditionally very loosely, designed to flow in a certain way, right? So you have your ceremony, then you have your cocktail hour, and depending on your venue, it's going to be in the same place as your dinner, and your guests are going to be sitting. They're usually sitting and speaking for a long time, and then dinner comes out, and God only knows how long that lasts. So having the change of lighting gives it more of a different energy, a different feel. It wakes your guests up. It wakes you up, depending on what it is. And you could do from, let's just say, in the beginning, your blush. Then you go to your amber. During dinner, you have that's your romantic color. And then, bam, go right into the electric blue, your bolder color to get the energy flowing back and the drinks are flowing.
Get the ooze in the eyes.
Absolutely. That's so crucial that you mentioned that, because a lot of uplighting companies will just do one color. They'll say that you just got to do red all the way through. And that's fine. Maybe they are trying to create an atmosphere. But there's nothing wrong in, if the client says, well, I want red, maybe just hue a different red during dinner, and then maybe you're doing a dance set, you'll do 15 minutes with the light just going crazy, and then go back to your regular lighting. So you're interspeeding in that some excitement to get the people motivated, and then from that you can have the rest of the night back to your regular color.
Now, is there really a limit to the colors?
No, there really isn't. There really isn't. Whatever different ratio and hue that you're looking for, because of the type of lighting that we use, it's not your Amazon. It's professional equipment. It's limitless. I don't usually use the word limitless, but in this case, it really is.
It literally is.
So this is battery operated. Does this last through a whole evening?
Easily.
Nonstop? Okay.
Easily. And obviously, when you hire a professional, they're always going to have backup equipment. So if anything, God forbid, were to happen, you always have backup.
Yep.
And yes, we do.
Yeah.
So location, how do you figure out the location of where you want to put the lighting?
One of the great things with our uplighting is it's wireless, right? So you're not going to have all these cords coming from each fixture. Then you don't have to worry about where to plug them in and charging them during the night. Because they're wireless, we can place them wherever we as professionals find fit. So we want to broadcast the architectural aspects of the venue. You know, there's a reason why you picked this particular place. Let's point it out. Let's shine it. Let's make your guests go, wow, that's awesome. Look at that random pillar.
So there's really nothing that holds you back on using whatever you
absolutely
how you want to use these lights. So we could put it anywhere, under a table maybe,
literally underneath their sweetheart table if you're having that. If you're doing it old school and doing your head table, we can still do that. Your cake table, your cupcake table, anywhere, literally anywhere.
That's one of the advantages of having battery operated lighting is because now the locations that you can put them are now endless, right? You can put them anywhere you want to.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. And how do you figure out how many lights go into a room? Because I use the term to my clients. I don't want to have a pink palace, whereas it's all pink. Every single light is all pink and the room is all pink.
Right.
You don't really want to do that. You want to kind of limit the light so you're having an accent. So it depends on the room. Correct.
It does.
The size
it
of the
depends
room.
on the room.
Yep.
The first step that we do is communicating with the client. So what is your vision?
Yep.
When you walk into your room, what is the first thing that you want your guests to see?
Yep.
Is it a pink palace or is it your accents?
Yep.
The second thing is where the venue is.
Yep.
What do you want to have highlighted? And a lot of people don't know. And that's where us having our knowledge, you know what, here's your suggestion. Now, we will never, ever, ever try to sell you more than what is needed.
Yep.
If we need to add more, then we add more. But it is your day, your way, your vision. And we don't want to ruin that. It's not going to be our fault.
Oh, I think that's excellent
not going to be our fault.
Yep.
Now, is there a technician or somebody who's there?
For us, yes, 100% of the night. And I can't speak for all uplighting event companies, but we always have a technician on spot in case of something happening. If we have to switch out one of the lights.
Yep.
If something breaks or they want to switch the lighting because now all of a sudden they realize, they don't want this lighting underneath the sweetheart table because they're taking it off the dance floor. Who's going to be, in charge of that?
You can't have a big light just left in the middle of the dance floor in the first dance.
Exactly.
So someone's there to actually make a fix.
Correct.
If they need it.
Yeah. Because the night changes and the lighting changes, the sun's setting, we end up having to change the lighting in different places of the room. Because at one point it worked beautifully in the beginning of the night. But then when the sun sets, not working, now we have to move it into a different place. And it's those subtle changes that, in theory, the couple doesn't notice.
Right.
But we do.
Right. So a final question then. Why should a couple get uplighting, especially if they have a room that has no windows, for instance, or has very few windows?
It's all about the feel. It's all about the ambiance. It's setting the mood and setting the tone for that evening, for that day, for your big day. When Sal and I got married, things didn't go right in the beginning with our venue, so we ended up switching last minute, and we ended up at an Elks Lodge. And we had uplighting. It literally transformed the place. Oh, well, no, we had a moose. We had a moose.
What elk? Yeah.
It was an elk. We had an elk. It is amazing, and it's not the harsh LED lights on the ceilings. Now you set the tone. People walk in, they're like, "This isn't an Elks."
I think you could have this beautiful room, but when you accent it properly with lighting, it becomes an absolute amazing room.
I've always told my clients that the Uplighting will definitely change the mood of your guests, and it does. It enhances.
So does alcohol. But yes, we like to say lighting does too.
By the end of the night, they're seeing their own colors. Yes.
Well, thank you, Vanessa. We do appreciate you coming by and chatting to us about uplighting.
The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
Wedding Tip Wednesday is brought to you by Emerge Cosmetics. Are you ready to emerge? A new line of luxurious lipsticks and lip glosses created with the intention of empowerment and coming into who you truly are. Strong, beautiful, and confident. Use coupon code EBI10 at shopemergecosmetics.com for an instant 10% discount. That's coupon code EBI10 for 10% discount at shopemergecosmetics.com. Emerge as the true you.
Wedding Tip Wednesday for today is change your name after the honeymoon. Yes, if you decided to change your name legally, it's time to do that. Collect all your documents and do it as soon as possible. This takes a lot longer than you might think. Don't procrastinate on this after wedding task.
All right, let's be clear right off the bat. You do not have to change your name if you don't want to.
Yay!
Some people don't change their names for different reasons. Some because they're at a job, the name is popular, and we don't want to change that. We don't want to mess with that. Mm-hmm. Makes all the sense in the world.
Yep.
There are easier ways to change your name. There's from Miss to Mrs.com. One of our DJs got married, and his wife used that that service, and it was awesome. She got this kit in the mail with everything she needed to send out to the different agencies to get her name changed.
All done for her.
All done for her. All typed out. Literally, there was these little stickers that said "sign here." She signed. Boom, boom, in the envelope. Put the sticker on there. Gone.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is. So modern technology is a wonderful thing. Everyone, it can be very helpful at times.
And in the olden days, and going way back to when I got married, it was the thing to do to have your husband's last name. Now, of course, those traditions, they don't have to be done. As you said, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to change your name anymore. Just keep it as it is. Don't jump ahead and change your name before you go on your honeymoon, because you might have problems with your passport and things like that may make it even more complicated.
Yeah, let's try to keep this stress-free.
Exactly.
Keep in mind, too, a lot of people don't realize there's same-sex marriages where one might take the other last name on, and it's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. There's no difference. No difference whatsoever. So there you go. Try to make it as simple as possible, and definitely do it once you get back from your honeymoon.
Wedding Tip Wednesday is available on the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group page every Wednesday. Join the group for free.
Emerge Cosmetics. Are you ready to emerge?
I love this lipstick. I'm super picky about how a lipstick feels. Most are either too dry feeling or feel like you've oiled your lips. This not only felt great, but lasted and looked great hours later. The color Angelina is perfection, a must-have in my collection.
This is Lauren Simpson from Emerge Cosmetics, a professional makeup artist with over a decade of experience in the beauty industry. That's the reaction we're getting from our new line of carefully curated lip products that wear well and feel comfortable. These are a must-have for your collection. All products are made in the USA, cruelty-free, gluten-free, and most are vegan. Shop emergecosmetics.com for lipsticks and lip glosses that not only feel great, but last for hours in an array of different colors. Free shipping on orders over $100. Use the podcast coupon code EBI10 at shopemergecosmetics.com for an instant 10% discount. That's coupon code EBI10 for 10% discount at shopemergecosmetics.com. Emerge as the true you.
You're not the same as the person next to you. You dress to reflect your personality. You enjoy customizing your drink at the coffee shop. Even your pet's collars match at least 2 pairs of your pants. It's only natural that your wedding would showcase your unique touch. After Hours Events of New England gets this. They like to give their clients full artistic control. If you find yourself lost, their team of event specialists can help. They handle everything from DJs, photo booths, event lighting, photography, videography, even efficiency. Give them a visit on the web and call today. Let's get planning. After Hours Events of New England. After Hours Events of NE.com. Don't forget to like and follow on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and be sure to subscribe to their YouTube channel, all at After Hours Events of NE. That's After Hours Events of NE.
Don't know what to do for your first dance? Is your future spouse having trouble picking a song to dance with their parent? Worry no more, I have the answer. Go to afterhoursevents.com/contact guest. That is CONTACTGUEST. And you'll be able to listen to hours of music to help you select the right songs for your upcoming wedding. Again, go to afterhoursevents.com/contact guest.
Do you want access to a stress-free wedding planning process? Then go to our website, allthews.atmosphere-productions.com, and get my free report. 8 questions you must ask a wedding professional before booking them. Get it today. That's allthews.atmosphere-productions.com. Look for the free report and learn to shop like a pro from a pro, and go from concern and worry to stress-free wedding planning.
When your wedding entertainment has to have amazing music, be fun, organized, and professional, your choice has to be Atmosphere Productions. DJs, live musicians, custom lighting, and photo booths. As seen on the TLC TV series 4 Weddings, winner of the Wedding Wire Couples Choice Award and DJ Times DJ of the Month. Experience the difference. www.atmosphere-productions.com. That's www.atmosphere-productions.com.
Now, as you spend the next week or so planning your wedding, if you want me or Sal or our community of stress-free, engaged couples and wedding experts to answer any related questions, join us over in the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group. Once you're in, go ahead, share your concerns and worries. We'll let you know if you're on the right track or if there's something you need to think about or work on. The link to join us is in the show notes of this show.
Everyone is talking about the DJ Pauly Show on YouShook.com.
Hi, everyone. This is Keith Urban, and you're listening to the number one DJ on the planet, DJ Pauly.
What's going on, everybody? This is Charles,
Hillary,
and Dave,
and we are
Lady Antebellum.
And you're listening to the number one DJ on the internet. It's DJ Pauly, y'all.
Hey, y'all. I'm Kelsey Ballerini, and you're listening to the number one DJ on the internet. It's DJ Pauly, y'all.
The DJ Pauly Show on YouShook.com. We dare to be different. Join us and see for yourselves.
The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
Having a professional who knows your venue and the lighting scheme and effects needed that will give your day the best results is crucial. Having the right equipment and backup equipment will result in a successful and fun wedding day.
So there you have it. We just shared with you exactly what uplighting is and how it can add that wow factor to your wedding. You also learned what questions to ask and what you can do and what actions you can take immediately.
Now, as you spend the next week planning your wedding, if you want me or Sam or anyone in our community of the stress-free engaged couples and wedding experts to answer any wedding-related questions, join us over the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group. Once you're in, go ahead and share your concerns and worries, and we'll let you know if you are on the right track or if there's some other thing you should work on. The link to join us in the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group is in the show notes.
The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast is produced and copyrighted by Atmosphere Productions in association with After Hours Events of New England.